Welcome to the Final Whistle Podcast. I am Javon, and this is your Chelsea versus Arsenal match preview. Let's get into it. Now, Chelsea take on Arsenal FC, Arsenal Football Club, the Gunners, at Stamford Bridge tomorrow. Because this video is dropping tomorrow. This is a top 4 battle, not a title race challenge. Boy, where do we start? Let's get into it. Firstly, let's start looking at the magnitude of this game. This game is a make or break for Arsenal, whether they're going to go to the title, whether they're going to compete strongly for the title, or they're going to fall by the wayside and compete for top 4. In the Chelsea perspective, this game could be us getting a statement win and solidifying our challenge for top 4. Now, going into the season, me and a couple other Chelsea content creators said that top 4 is a must, and it is. But actually seeing this play out, actually seeing these games, actually picking up points against the teams that we should be, and playing decently against the bigger teams, and being frustrated and upset that we couldn't either walk away with a win when we should have walked away with a win, or at minimum walked away with a draw. And for the draw, I'm thinking about that Manchester City game for the first game of the season. No, I just watched the match press conference that Mariska did. Nothing really. Everybody's fit. Nothing really happened. Everybody's fit. There was one funny moment where one of the reporters asked if he watched the 5-0 victory for Arsenal. And the face he made was like, "What? You guys lost 5-0 to Arsenal? That was horrible." Yeah, potch tax. That was very heavy potch tax. And Arsenal was playing brilliant last season. They're in a rocky form. Now, coming into this game, I think Arsenal has not won a game 3 straight matches in a row. Let's see. They didn't beat Newcastle. They beat Preston, but that doesn't count because that's a League Cup. So they didn't beat Newcastle. They didn't beat Inter. And I think they drew or lost. Before that, was that the Bournemouth game? I think that was a Bournemouth game. Correct me in the comment section if I am wrong. No, that being said, Arsenal are not on the best of forms. We have been on a better form than them. We've been scoring goals. Yes, our performances against a couple of the big teams, i.e. Liverpool, i.e. Manchester United, have been frustrated, and we feel frustrated because we kind of inhibit how we played. We inhibit us. We stopped ourselves from really going out there and getting the 3 points. And I think that's what's the most frustrating thing from a Chelsea point of view. Now, I was on Chelsea preview on Don's channel. Shout out to Don CFC, Crazy Don. Go and check out that preview. And one of the stats that I brought up is that every time Arsenal has been on this losing run of form, like 3 games where they don't pick up pick up points or pick up the points that they're supposed to, they always play us, they beat us, and they go on a winning run of form. We cannot allow that to happen. We are level on points. We're above them on goal difference. We need to win tomorrow to create a 3-point gap. 3-point gap. I wish it was 6. It would have been 6 if we won tomorrow and won against United, but we'll take what we can get, Yesterday I was asked if we win, if that would be putting the nail in the coffin and kind of stop their title hopes. It could, It genuinely could be all over for Arsenal if we win tomorrow. And that would make all of us happy. It just would hurt because we did beat United. I'm still not over that scummy ass draw. That was horrible. But yeah, we're looking forward for tomorrow. Let us look at the starting lineup that I expect to be on the field for Chelsea. Let's get that going here. Now, if you look at the screen, this is my expected starting lineup for tomorrow. We have Sanchez in goal, Reece James at right back, Wesley Fofana at right centre back, Levi Colwill at left centre back, and at left back we have Cucurella. Now, in midfield we have Romeo Lavia, Moses Caicedo, the 2 DMs, Palmer in the number 10 position. There is question marks over Palmer, but let me just go through the lineup. We have Noni Madueke on the right side, Nicholas Jackson in the 10, and Pedro Neto on the left. Now, in the last game, Pedro Neto was our best attacker. Just putting that out there. We expect him to show up and show up. But let's go through this team from the back. Robert Sanchez in goal. Jurgensen played midweek, kind of played Noah's Ark. It wasn't necessarily a game to write home about. We won 8-0, but we know the level of Noah Ark. They traveled 55 hours just to get to Chelsea. They had 2 Burger King workers in their team. So I'm not going to read too much into that game, if I'm being honest. At left, no. At right back, we have Reece James. Here's the thing about this game. This is probably one of the games that can't believe I'm saying this, that I wouldn't mind seeing Reece James on the left-hand side. Hear me out before y'all kill me. The reason why I said this is because of the Saka factor. If Saka plays and we can put Reece James on Saka to limit him from playing, then Arsenal have no out-and-out outlet. They don't have that out ball because he will shut down the creativity. And given the fact that there is doubt over Odegaard starting, they won't have much creativity. So if he chooses to go with Reece James at left back, I wouldn't necessarily be mad at it. I still would prefer Kukurea there, but if past has told us anything, every time Kukurea plays against Saka is not necessarily the best matchup, even though Kukurea has been on a better form. So it's give or take here and there. But if he does that, I wouldn't be mad at it. I'm personally going to Kukurea on that side. On the right-hand side, it would be Reece James up against Martinelli. We're not even going to talk about that. Martinelli hasn't been on the best of form. So, Fofana at right centre-back. Badman, please don't do no nonsense. I'm begging you, just keep it. Keep the mistakes and the erratic behavior to a minimum. Levi Colwell, I need you to rise. I need you to be what you're taught to be. Yeah, starting in this game. Kukurea, I just touched on. He's been in excellent form. He's been one of the best left backs in the league. My personal opinion, one of the best left backs in the world. So he stays. I'm fully confident. In midfield, people are calling this the best pivot in the Premier League. Still needs to. I think there's a bit of understanding that still needs to be had between the two. Only because sometimes when Lavia picks up the ball in the first phase, he doesn't necessarily transition with the ball fast enough. Not properly, but fast enough. And I'm earning for that Lavia that we saw in preseason, where when he gets the ball, he's spraying passes as well, which brought into debate of, okay, do we even need him? So if Lavia can play these passes? So yeah, that's another that's something that I want to see. That's an improvement I want to see. We know Caicedo, when he gets forward, he has the energy to get forward, play properly box to box, and play passes in behind to the forward players such as Jackson, and they've combined for a goal. Cole Palmer, number 10 position. No, that's one of the things. Cole Palmer, he picked up an injury. Should have been a red card in my opinion when Martinez stamped on his knee. Picked up an injury in the press conference. Palmer, Enzo Maresca alluded to that he's walking. There's still a bit of non-clarity if he's going to start, if he's even fit enough to start. So I have him in my starting 11 because if he's fit, you play him. He could be really creative for us. He could be the game changer for us. But if he doesn't, I'm still calm because I expect Nkunku to come in, or even a Joao Felix. Joao Felix has been scoring goal in the Conference League. So I'm not opposed to if he's not being there. And even if he's not being there, it's a good test for us because we cannot be known as Cole Palmer FC. Now, moving forward, we have Noni Madueke on the right. The polarizing figure in this Chelsea fan base. Listen, Noni Madueke, you haven't had the best of game going forward, in my opinion, because you haven't been taking on your man. How I know you can. I could argue that it's a system type thing. For the past few games, you haven't been getting the ball fast enough. So to kind of create those isolated 1v1s that we know you can get yourself into. But at the same time, you still need to show more and you still need to produce more going forward. There's still question marks over Jadon Sancho to see if he's fit and if he's fully recovered from his illness. Mikhailo Mudryk, if you start, I wouldn't be mad at that because you had a great game against Noah midweek. I understand the opposition is of a very low quality, or is of a lower quality than what we expect as Chelsea fans, but he's been on a trajectory of improved performances. So on the pace against Arsenal, I'm not. I'm really not fussed. But I expect Pedroneta to start. I expect Noni to start only because they're still fully in midweek, and this is a big game for us coming up. Nicholas Jackson up front. No need to say more. The only thing I need to say regarding this team is, and I keep preaching on it, and until it changes, I will continue to preach on it. The speed of play in this team has to be faster. From the first phase to the final third, we need to get that ball quickly and faster to Palmer, Nani, Neto, and Jackson. If we do that, we will create chances. Once we create chances, we will score. So that's not that gets done, we won't need to worry, Chelsea fans. The biggest issue in this game is going to be the aerial threats from Arsenal. Arsenal are going to be dominant aerially. And here's what I'm going to say. If Maresca starts one of the centre backs from the B team to partner Levi Colwill, I wouldn't be mad at that. Give us some physicality in the air. Give us some aerial dominance. Give us some from an aerial threat. Ideally, Paulson partner beside Colwill. See what he does in this game. Now, another thing on set pieces. If we get set pieces, we cannot waste the set pieces by not delivering the ball in the box properly, because it's just nonsensical to get a set piece and waste it. Right? We scored from set piece midweek again. It is no up, but there's some attributes that we need to take from the B team into the first team. So the delivery in the box is gotta be on point. If that is on point, one of our centre backs gotta head it home. Someone gotta take advantage of a good delivery, and we need to start getting goals from free kicks. We need to add set pieces to our repertoire. Now, yeah. With that being said, my prediction: 3-1 Chelsea. Short, sweet. We need a win. We need to go into this international break. We need to be going to this international break with a great trajectory. We need to pick up 3 points and this little quadrat, this little quarter on 7 points. Given the games we played, we haven't lost. We haven't lost in the league. I'm just trying to say that. We haven't lost in the league. So 3-1 Chelsea. That's what I expect. Up the Chelsea. Peace.